What up, YouTube? I'm here to tell you guys, if you didn't already know, America is cooked. 40 trillion in debt, still bombing Palestinians, supporting a genocide, and gaslighting people, black, brown people, and poor white people. Muslims, y'all are asleep out here. Y'all are sleeping. You guys are asleep, man. Y'all are so focused on fear. I don't want to talk about this end of world time, end of the times, end of the world, end of this economy, this Western civilization that y'all worship so much. Sorry, man. You can agree with me or not. At the end of the day, it's over. Just with America being 40 trillion in debt, with 100 and what is it, 120, 20 something, 126, 21 credit card debt, 120 million trillion, sorry, with the T, in credit card debt. Oh, more doom and gloom. It's like, it's not my fault that a lot of you don't like the truth or don't like to hear it. You shame people and call them names just because they're spitting the truth. That's crazy. That's insane. That is insane. Like, that's a sign that civilization is falling. With all the people, when you spit the truth, you say the truth, and they will deliberately lie to themselves and in your face by calling you names and shaming you, or trying to. That's insane. That is insane. You're this, you're that. Bro, okay, I am. At the end of the day, uh, women are the gatekeepers of sex. That's number one. Number two, this society is collapsing. It's falling. It's falling, man. Just follow the fiat currency. Why do you think this war started? Why do you think this whole war started? It's because America is finished. Of course, there's a religious side to it that nobody believes. You know what I mean? Prophecies are being fulfilled. Those, so you have those people that just don't believe. They've been cooked. A lot of people have been cooked, man. Everybody's been living in Disneyland. They hate reality, like real reality. What is real reality? You don't have running water. You have to go get your water. You don't have a car all the time. Sometimes you got to get on a bike. Sometimes you have to get on a horse. Sometimes you don't have air conditioner. We've been living in a dream world. America's been just this dream world, and it has warped people's minds. And the internet and the cell phone doesn't make anything any better. You know what I'm saying? The refrigerator, the electric car now. You know what I mean? The grocery stores. You don't have to uh, buy uh, land and farming. You know, you don't have to. You don't have to do that work anymore and grow everything. So it has really changed. People don't know what real life is. So when they hear, hey man, don't go over there, there's a lion. Oh, you're doom and gloom. You're just doom and gloomy. It's like, bro, you're the one with the problem, not me. You're the problem because you have a problem with the truth. That's not my problem. That's yours. And eventually, that attitude is gonna listen, man. To lie to yourself, this is a bad time to be lying to yourselves. I know that probably why did he mention the gatekeepers of sex? Yeah, because that's just another thing that, oh my gosh, man, women try to in this society, another sign that this society is failing. Women are not the gatekeepers of sex. Men can be men. A woman can be a man. I mean, men can be a woman. A woman can be a man. Next thing you know, they're gonna start saying goats are human beings, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, what are we doing here? What are we? So you have some of the most disingenuous women and men trying to say that women are not the gatekeepers of sex. Well, I guess every woman you've had sex with, you raped them, right? Or you raped them. You raped them, huh? You just forced yourself. And any woman who's ever, if her body count is a body count of 10 to 15 to 20, I guess they all just forced themselves on her. I'm talking about physically. I'm not talking about that psychological babble that some of these men and women try to give an excuse, such as they talk their way into it. Really? How come the unattractive guys can't do that? Well, because they don't have game, really. So you're just that's all it takes. You're that easy for somebody to get in between your legs? Apparently. Apparently, because even without the whole grape rebuttal that I'm coming with, still means you're the gatekeeper section. You over here open up your legs. How can you blame men? How can you blame men for performance? And how can you blame men for anything, really? We talk about you first, then the men, because you're the gatekeepers of sex, unless you're a woman out here who is saving yourself for marriage and holding it off. You know what I mean? Other than that, a lot of you women are not doing that. The majority, like 98, 95%, you're not doing that. So we live in a time of lying to oneself and shaming others because they don't go along with your lie. That's the time that we're living in. And you got men out here lying to themselves about the economy, lying to themselves about many different issues. About who's the gatekeeper of sex because they have daughters or whatever, or some chick that they're, it's like, bro, you lying to yourself is your problem. That has nothing to do with me. That has absolutely nothing to do with me or anybody else who's spitting fire. It's not really even fire. It's just the truth. You know what I mean? It's just the truth. The truth is that you cannot build a society slaving a bunch of people, getting rid of all the Native Americans, enslaving black people, and then try to not only enslave them, but never return their humanity back to them. And then years later try to gaslight them. Insane, bro. That's insane. Try to blame them for it. That's insane. And black people at the same time, yeah, you have sank into the trap. Uncle Sam put the drugs and then they took away the jobs, put the drugs in the neighborhoods, the alcohol, all that, constantly under this cage, the surveillance, and A lot of you, I bit onto it. Feminism destroyed the black community, along with everything else, drugs, alcohol. It did the Native Americans too. The alcohol destroyed them. There's only a few hanging on, and the ones who are hanging on own casinos and all this, and they've sold their soul to the mighty dollar, to gambling and all of this stuff, and promoting that. This place doesn't have God in it, but man, it doesn't have God. And a lot of you think that just because something was a long time ago, it's like you don't reap. Are you kidding me? I don't care if it's 50 years, 100, 300 years down the line. 300 years would be for like a nation. Obviously, no human lives that long, but it happens for a human, individual, human being. Karma, good and bad. A group of people, a family, a community, a nation. Just that in a nation, it takes a little bit longer, right? Not human lifespans. Sometime, yeah. But most of the time, it's like 100 years or more. And America's time is coming. You don't have to wake up. Just stay asleep. Eventually, that fire gonna touch you. Fire will wake you up. And I don't mean wake you up as far as I'm talking about a too late kind of wake you up. Like, you're in the fire. That's it. There is no, you know what I'm saying? These gas prices are gonna skyrocket. And it doesn't matter if they do or they don't. It's 40 trillion in debt, man. I mean, you're gonna reap. You're gonna reap all the evil that you've done, America. All the evil. And you've lied to many people. And people, you have a responsibility. Because you don't have to believe, you don't have to follow Uncle Sam's way. You don't have to follow it. But you decide to, you know what I'm saying? Well, no, that's how they made society. That's a no. It's like, no. No, remember how America's one of America's motto is like, don't blame others. You got to look at yourself. And it is true. So we're going to keep that same energy. Stop believing in this mess. Every time I tell people that, man, they just get quiet. They're like, what? Like, what? Am I supposed to hate America? Like, bro, this is not God. Wake up. What are y'all? It's just the greatest civilization. Like, bro, it's, you know what it is? You're dealing with a bunch of people who don't believe in God anymore. Because no matter where God puts you in this world or in life, you'll be content. And He'll always make a way. Or always have a way for you to get water, food, all your sustenance, things that you need. He'll make sure of that. But when you build a society like this, man, it's like a concrete jungle, like America. They're always talking about other countries, what China's doing, what Russia's doing, how they treat their people. Bro, stop. You got the nerve for reals? Are you serious? That makes absolutely no sense. Clean up your own. Right? Wasn't that Jordan Peterson says that clean up your own house before you start telling other people how to clean theirs or when to clean theirs? Like, bro, the nerve and audacity. So again, it's like you don't have to wake up. I know I usually tell people, wake up. You don't have to. Stay asleep. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a civil war. They're going to come after the Muslims. Muslims are going to come after you. They're going to come after you. Okay? I'm over here saying things that are just like super uncomfortable to say. I don't know why. I don't. I really don't. I'm like, I don't, dude. So what? So what? Why is it so hurtful to tell the truth? Such as, yes, they're gonna. I'm Muslim. I can say that a lot of Muslims have lost their way. And God has warned us. God has warned those who follow Jesus too. Those who follow Moses. May peace be upon all of them. The prophets, I mean. Um, he's warned them too that if you keep on acting in this way, arrogant, disobedient to his laws, rules, commandments, a calamity will come upon you. And Muslims, you've fallen into. The Christians here have already fallen, or the people call themselves, or whatever America is. I don't even know what it is, bro. The West is demonic. They know about God, and they've been warned. They didn't take heed to His laws. You can't just talk about I believe in God and not obey Him. His laws, His commandments. Come on, man. The rules. No eating pork, not having sex out of wedlock. That one right there. That one stings. That one stings, people. They'll make up every excuse in the book. You know what's funny? It'd be more women who make excuses about that. But yet the men are the sex pigs. They're the dogs. It'd be more women when they hear that no sex out of wedlock, dude. They go, bro, burn this guy, hang or just get him away from me or this woman. Real talk. It's crazy. It'd be more of the women. You would think it would be the men who would have such a you know pushback. But yeah, the Muslims they're gonna come after you, and a part of that is because you've been lost into this. You've gotten sucked into this stupidity. You know what I mean? Not all of you, but the majority of you have. You're lost, and you don't even see it. Some of you out there better continue. If you're building communities, continue to do so, and the rest better get ready. Don't let these little gas prices you see go down fool you, bro. Nah, man. Go down the rabbit hole. Start with 40 trillion in debt. Start with that. Follow down that rabbit hole, and you'll see why God says to follow Him. Follow that. You'll see a destruction that's coming, and God is going to use that. He's going to use the 40 trillion in debt, the weather, the shortage of water, these wars, the big war, World War III that's coming. He's going to use all of that to punish man, especially the West, especially America and Izzy in Israel. Yeah, horrible punishment coming. Y'all can keep lying to yourselves if you want to. Go ahead. You're free to do that. You know what I mean? But you're free to gaslight too and try to get mad, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. It's still, a calamity is still coming. The 40 trillion is still there. That doesn't go away. Somebody has to pay for that. And this great reset that's coming is going to kill every American who lied to themselves, who bashed people, who wasn't helpful, who bashed people who told the truth, and most of all, who disobeyed God, who bashed Him, His rules and regulations, and lied to yourselves. And in a minute, you're not going to be able to do that. Some of you still won't believe, but your lives will be horrible. You know what I mean? Some of you still won't humble yourselves. And all the way until you die, until you face God, your life is going to be it's going to be from here on, it's going to be horrible. Really going to be horrible. Don't expect the power to still be on. Oh, Mr. Doom and Gloom. No, Mr. Tell the Truth. No fear, bro. Wake up. Like, are you kidding me? I don't know. That is not the end. That is not a cool thing to lie to yourselves. I don't know why that's so cool to y'all. Like, why is that so cool? Like, what is that all about? Are you that lame and weak, bro? That's lame. That's lame. Sorry. Stop lying to yourselves.